What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trading Crypto. We're gonna go over Onyxcoin again. I said I'm gonna put this in my daily rotation. We're up 19.59% today, guys. We had two different scenarios in the last video. The day chart was looking kind of bearish, but that 4-hour chart on the last video was looking really bullish for a possible move to the upside. And that's exactly what happened. We broke out of that bull flag and we're continuing to pump to the upside. This thing is absolutely in its bull run right now, making mad gains. We're at $662 million market cap right now. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on Onyxcoin. All right, everybody, let's get into Onyxcoin right here. Absolutely nuts. I mean, the day chart, you really can't see it, but if we go to the 4-hour time frame, which we will do here soon, you can see that breakout of that bull flag that currently happened, which we talked about in the last video. Now, what I want to focus on now, since we saw that breakout to the upside, is the lifelong fib from the high to the low right here. This is our moon line, guys. If we get over this 618 right here, that's when Onyxcoin is just going to go straight parabolic. That 618 is approximately at 22 cents. We flirted with it. If we zoom in, we kind of flirted with it. We kind of got over it, but we're back below it here on the day chart. That is the area that you need to write on a sticky note, slap it on your forehead so you don't forget it. We need to get over, I would say, 2.5 cents in order to see some very bullish movement to the upside. And not saying that this isn't very bullish movement to the upside. Not saying that this isn't bullish, but man, if you've never been a part of a parabolic bull run before, you're in for a treat here. Now, there are some indicators flashing right now, which were flashing in the prior video saying, hey, we're at a local top, we're at a local top. And we don't want to ignore those. Yes, we went up higher from the last video, but we still don't want to ignore these indicators because they are very helpful. We aren't going to go up forever. That's the realistic. I know you guys might be in a little bit of euphoria right here. This is going to go up. This is going to go up. This is going to go up. But you got to calm down a little bit. We have to look at the charts. Things don't go up forever. So if we look at the chart right now, I look at the indicators, very large engulfing candle today, which is awesome. We had 2 days of bearish momentum right here, followed by 2 very large engulfing candles, which is amazing. We still are in the red on the RSI, saying, hey guys, it might be a good time to take profit. This is the longest we've been overbought here on the RSI, and that's on this coin, so take that into consideration. Now we are printing a sell signal on the WTX here at about 101, the highest we've ever been. Now we are continuing up, so what I'm going to be looking for on the day chart, indicator on the WTX, is another sell signal. Not financial advice, but if I saw another sell signal coming on the day chart, that's when I'd be taking some profit right there. Now the stock RSI, this is the big one right here. This one right here could tell us the main story of where this coin might be headed. Now, if we look in the prior, going back to November 2024, you can see a very similar pattern right here, the big M pattern. M patterns in crypto are bearish. Keep that in mind. You have a double top that came in, and then you saw the heavy capitulation. But you're like, hey, trading crypto, the blue crossed over the orange. When blue crosses over the orange, you're bullish, right? Yeah, that be said, but look what happened right here. We had a fake out. We had that secondary top, which we're having right now, and the blue crossed over the orange, and then we just fell off the table. So personal opinion, not financial advice. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Yes, this thing will most likely go way higher, but I think right now is a local top, and I think we will be experiencing some better price to pick this up in the near future. Now, we did break out of that bull flag, but nonetheless, I do think we are most likely going to experience some sort of retracement here. And what I mean by that is not a large one, just a short one. Now you can see we actually went from the 1 to the 786 right here. Now, what I'd be keeping a very close eye on is that 786 support area at about 1.7. If we did happen to break below that 1.7, I think the lowest that this coin goes from this point on, since we are seeing some very volatile movement to the upside, is back down to the 618 at about 1.1. I know you're like, oh my gosh, it's a 50% drop. Guess what? Welcome to crypto. It happens every day. We can drop 50% and pump 200% the next day. But overall, the day chart indicators and everything are showing a local top. I said that in my last video. Now we're going to look at the short-term time frame. The short-term time frame will give you maybe like a day and a half of the general direction that this coin is going to be heading. Now, if we go to the 4 hour, this is where we're going to look at it. The 4 hour has definitely topped out, guys. You can see we topped out right here. We're starting to fall. We're starting to fall pretty heavily. The MACD topped out the last 4, 8, 16, 24 hours. The last day on the 4 hour chart, we have been bearish. We are topped out on the RSI as well. Starting to see that retracement right there, flashing red saying, hey, it might be a good time to take some profit. And the 4 hour actually printed a sell signal. I talked about that in yesterday's video, the 4 hour sell signal. You can see when we were right here getting ready for that next move up that happened, you know, today or later yesterday, we did not have a sell signal on the 4 hour chart. We do now. So take that into consideration. And the big one right here is the stock RSI. Orange crossed over the blue. The orange crossed over the blue exactly at the top right here, guys. The stock RSI is an overpowered indicator. The blue or the orange crossed over the blue, that was the top. We're starting to see a retracement. The great part is the stock RSI is already back down to 42. What I would expect the stock RSI to do is probably go to a local bottom where we've been experiencing reversals in the past, which is roughly around 11. So I think we still have a little bit more momentum to go until we see a reversal on the RSI, which kind of tells me on the short term that 786 right here, which we mentioned earlier in this video, of how important that 1.7 at the 786 is going to be. So 1.7 cents, guys. Write that on a sticky note, slap it on your forehead so you do not forget it. That is the price that needs to hold. It needs to hold. And I strongly believe that we might be flirting with that. Now we might not hard crash into it. We might see a wick similar to what we saw right here, but I do think I do think we're going to touch that 1.7 cents one more time. Absolute worst case scenario is if we break the 786, we're going down to the 618, but we're not going to talk about that. We're in a bull run. We're all hyping. We're all making money. I don't think we're going to the 618. I think the worst case scenario is probably the 786. 4 hour indicators are saying that we're going to be going a little bit lower. The day chart indicators are saying we're going to go a little bit lower. So that's what we're going to be looking for, a slight retracement to the 786 and then another pump after we touch that general area. Now, we did go in the last video about this bull flag that currently played out, right? If you haven't watched it, go on my channel. Yesterday's video wasn't that long ago. We talked about it. We'll go over it again. You have the pennant here. This is called a bull flag. And then when you break out of the bull flag, you normally run the length of the flagpole, guys. And yes, we did see a breakout right here, a nice breakout. So realistically, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this next run up brought us to around 10 cents plus. What I mean by that is, yes, overall, we're going to be bullish, but we will experience some pullbacks during that. So something like this, and then a rally to the upside here, possibly up to 13, 14 cents is going to be the play for Onyxcoin. But overall, we are in the start of the parabolic phase of this coin. Yes, you will see drawbacks, even though the entire market's bullish, but your overall momentum will be bullish. So I'd be keeping an eye on a slight pullback and then another lift off to some higher highs. So with that, guys, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.